Hidden in the hills of southeastern Ohio, in the thick forests and the rolling terrain lies a mystery that has captivated archaeologists, historians, and indigenous American descendants for centuries. These are the Leo Petroglyphs, and these ancient rock carvings are etched into the sandstone surfaces of a small outcrop near the town of Leo in Lawrence County, Ohio. They offer a glimpse into the distant past. Who made them, and what do they represent? In this video, I'm going to explore the significance of the Leo Petroglyphs, their possible origins, and the cultural context behind these mysterious images. The Leo Petroglyphs were first documented in the early 19th century, though they likely predate this by hundreds, if not possibly thousands of years. They were discovered near a place called Leo, a small community in Lawrence County, Ohio, nestled along the banks of the Ohio River. The petroglyphs themselves are found on a series of sandstone outcrops exposed by the natural erosion of the land. While the petroglyphs are relatively small, measuring only a few feet across in some places, what sets them apart from other rock carvings is their distinct style and the range of figures they depict. These carvings are not just abstract patterns, as seen in some other petroglyphs around North America. Instead, they feature a series of recognizable figures, many of which are interpreted as animals, human-like shapes, and mysterious geometric symbols. The artistry of the Leo petroglyphs is both striking and haunting. The images appear to have been carved using a technique that involved scraping or pecking the surface of the rock, a process common in petroglyph creation throughout the ancient world. Some of the carvings are deeply etched, while others are more shallow, giving us clues as to how the artist may have worked over time. Among the most intriguing figures are the representations of animals. These include designs that suggest a connection to the natural world, and with animals such as deer, birds, and possibly wolves depicted in these various poses. These animals may have held spiritual significance for the people who created the petroglyphs, serving as symbols of power, symbols of guidance, or a connection to the divine. Other petroglyphs depict human-like figures, some with exaggerated features, possibly indicating supernatural beings or ancestors. These figures may represent important individuals or spirits, showing the spiritual beliefs and rituals of the people who left their marks on the stones. Geometric shapes also appear frequently in the carvings, ranging from spirals and circles to more complex patterns. These symbols might have held specific meanings related to cosmology, the passage of time, or the cycles of nature, much like similar symbols found in other indigenous cultures. While the Leo petroglyphs remain shrouded in mystery, we can make some educated guesses about who created them based on archaeological evidence and the broader historical context of the region. Southeastern Ohio, including Lawrence County, was once home to several Native American cultures, including the Adena culture, the Hopewell culture, and later tribes such as the Iroquois Confederacy and the Shawnee people. Each of these cultures left behind traces of their beliefs and practices, but it is the Adena and Hopewell cultures that are most often associated with Ohio's rock art. The Adena culture, which flourished between 1000 BC and 200 AD, is known for their burial mounds and elaborate rituals. They likely used petroglyphs as part of their ceremonial life, with carvings representing deities, ancestors, or sacred animals. The Hopewell, who followed the Adena, were also known for their complex societies and their extensive trade networks, stretching across much of the Midwest and even into the Southeast. While there is no definitive evidence linking the Leo petroglyphs directly to these cultures, many scholars believe that the carvings are the work of either the Adena or the Hopewell peoples, or possibly a group that lived in the region after them known as the Fort Ancient people. The motifs in the petroglyphs, such as animals and human-like figures, are consistent with those found in other Hopewell and Adena artwork, particularly in their pottery, mound structures, and effigy pipes. The true meaning behind the Leo petroglyphs remains a subject of speculation, as there is no written record from the people who created them. However, we can draw parallels with similar petroglyphs across North America to better understand their significance. Petroglyphs were often used to mark important places or events. They may have served as territorial markers indicating a group's domain or sacred space. The presence of animals in the carvings could point to a spiritual connection with nature, where certain animals represented specific attributes or roles in the belief systems of the people. In many Native American cultures, animals were believed to possess unique spiritual powers. For example, the deer might represent gentleness, abundance, or agility, while a bird might symbolize freedom, vision, or the connection to the divine or the heavens. The geometric pattern could also have been used to represent cycles, such as the seasons or the phases of the moon, which were, of course, critical to agriculture and spiritual practices of these cultures. Moreover, some scholars propose that the petroglyphs could represent a form of early writing or proto-writing, a way to communicate or document significant events or history. Whether it was for ceremonial purposes or as part of a larger cultural tradition or as a means of storytelling, the Leo petroglyphs reflects a deep connection between the people and their natural world, their spirituality, and their understanding of the natural world around them. Unfortunately, as with many ancient archaeological sites, the Leo petroglyphs face significant threats from erosion, natural decay, and, of course, human interference. The delicate sandstone surfaces are susceptible to weathering, and over time, some of the carvings have become less defined. In recent years, efforts have been made to preserve the site, but the petroglyphs remain vulnerable. Despite these challenges, the Leo petroglyphs continue to hold great cultural and historical significance. For indigenous American communities, these carvings are a reminder of their ancestral heritage and the deep connection that their ancestors had to the land. They are a testament to the rich and diverse cultures that once thrived in the Ohio River Valley and beyond. Today, the Leo petroglyphs stand as a symbol of the enduring power of art and storytelling. They are a tangible link to the past, long forgotten by many, but remembered by those who seek to understand the ancient peoples who once walked these lands before us. The carvings may be silent, but they continue to speak to us, offering clues to the lives, beliefs, and the worldviews of the people who left their mark on these stones. As we continue to study and protect these petroglyphs, we honor the legacy of the ancient cultures who created them and ensure that their voices are not lost to history. If you enjoyed this video on the Leo petroglyphs, make sure to check out my other videos because you will surely enjoy them as they deal with topics very similar to these, topics dealing with prehistoric cultures of America, amateur archaeology, that sort of thing. As of now, this has been Doogie from Doogies Earthworks, and that is my video on the Leo petroglyphs. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, do all that cool YouTube stuff. I love you.